Hey everybody, welcome back to Aquaria. We're going to be doing some cleanup in this episode, so this is going to be a little bit of a different episode, to be honest. But I guess first things first, we're going to start out with making a bunch of recipes. So I actually have a guide in front of me, or rather just a list of recipes that we haven't done yet. Some of them are going to be really simple and easy to do. Some of them are more complicated, and we may have to go searching for stuff. So hopefully that's not the case, but okay. So I think the first thing I'm going to start with actually is do the ice creams. Get that out of the way. So if we do an ice cream and we do a plant leaf, that should give us veggie ice cream. Also, if we do an ice cream and a red berry, that'll give us berry ice cream. So that's all of the ice creams done. I wanted to get that out of the way because they're super simple and I'll probably forget about them. Yeah, I think the way to go is to really do simple stuff first. Next up, we can take 2 of anything else that doesn't make anything special. So if I take 2 healing poultices, I think this will be fine. This should make me a sea loaf. Oh, we already had a sea... Does a sea loaf not show up in the recipes? Huh. It doesn't, weirdly. But we do need the sea loaf to make other things. Specifically, I'm going to need a sea loaf to make... So I believe I need to make 2 buttery sea loaves in order to make a couple of things, which is just like an upgraded sea loaf, essentially. Right? I'm not crazy? Yes, I'm going to need 2 buttery sea loaves. Okay, so to make a buttery sea loaf, we are going to need any sea loaf and any oil. Okay, so eel oil, sure, why not? Oil, sea loaf, that should make me a buttery sea loaf. I need to end up making another... Sure, we'll do 2 crab cakes. Why not?
Not another sea loaf.
So we'll take that. This will give us the 2 buttery sea loaves that we need. Perfect. So I can cross that off on my list. Okay. Some of these are kind of difficult. Like, I'm really wondering if we'll be able to do all of them. Like, well, we need the divine soup for something else, for instance. And, like, to make the divine soup, it's like 3 down. It's kind of crazy. Okay. Next one. Tasty cake. It's a sea cake and a small eye. Do I even have a sea cake? I do have a sea cake. Do I have a small eye? I do. Lovely. So that makes us the tasty cake. Next thing up, a legendary cake. So that is a tasty cake, an arcane poultice, and a rook egg. I don't think we actually have the rook egg, so I'll need to... Oh no, we do. We do have a rook egg. Do I need a rook egg for anything else? I think I actually do. No. Ooh, okay. So this is the only recipe that uses the rook egg. I think so. Perfect. Okay, then we'll get this out of the way because we actually need this legendary cake for something else. So, okay. So we need the rook egg. And I want to make sure I do this right. I don't want to mess this up. I need an arcane poultice. See what I mean? Like, these are already pretty ridiculous. And I need the tasty cake. And if I mix all of these, we make the legendary cake. Invincible for 10 seconds. Wow. Some of these are pretty cool. Okay, so that's cakes off the list. So, next thing we need is a variant of the veggie soup. You can take any bulb and any and hot soup. How much hot soup do I have? I don't have any hot soup. Ooh. And do I have any bulbs? Well, I have red bulbs. I think that's fine, right? Yeah, the special bulbs are the ones that are... Oh, and I have plant bulbs, too. Perfect. Okay, I'll use the plant bulbs. Do I have hot soup? I don't think I do. Okay, we'll need to make some hot soup real quick. So that's any meat and any oil. So fish oil. And do I have any meat? I should. I think rubbery meat will do fine. Yeah. Okay, that'll give me a hot soup. So hot soup plus plant bulb. This will make me a veggie soup. It's a second veggie soup recipe. Lovely. Now I need rainbow soup. So this is any soup and rainbow mushroom. So we'll take the veggie soup, and I know I have a rainbow mushroom in here. And that makes me rainbow soup. I don't know what rainbow soup does. Trippy. Okay, we'll try that out in a bit. Next up, royal soup. This is one of the ridiculous ones. So this is a hearty soup and a veggie cake. Actually, not as ridiculous as I thought. I think I have a veggie cake, actually. Or I thought I did. Did I just use up all my veggie cakes? Oh, I might have. Do I have a hearty soup? I think I do have a hearty soup. I have a hearty soup. Okay, so I need to make a veggie cake real quick. How do you make a veggie cake again? Sea cake and plant leaf. Do I have any sea cakes left? See what I mean? Like, some of them get really, like... Ugh, now I have to make a sea cake. You can see how this is going to get, like, really annoying as you go further down. Any oil, any egg. Okay. So I need... egg. And then I have fish oil. Don't I? Yes, I do. Okay. So we make ourselves a sea cake. Sea cake with a leaf. That'll make me a veggie cake. And then I want hearty soup plus veggie cake. And this should make me royal soup. Perfect. Okay. Next up on the list, I don't think I can make this yet, but let's see. So the next one on my list is Loaf of Life. I don't think I can make this. It's a buttery sea loaf, legendary cake, and divine soup. Wait, I have a divine soup. Oh wait, I might be able to make this. A legendary cake and a buttery sea loaf. So this should make me the Loaf of Life. Full health, regeneration times 3, defense plus 3, all status. Oh my dear lord. I'm using that against the last boss. That's pretty cool. Okay. So Vera's Cure-All is next. This is a healing poultice, buttery sea loaf, and small bone. So buttery loaf, healing poultice. Oh wait, is that the second? I don't think I have any, but okay, hold on. Oh lord. So healing poultice, buttery sea loaf, small bone. Finally, a use for the bones. Healing poultice. A healing poultice is just leaf poultice and jelly oil. Do I have jelly oil? Oh no. Oh no, do I not have jelly oil? Okay, we'll have to do this one in a little bit. Okay, that's fine. So we'll skip this one for now. Let's see, what's the next one? Zuna's pierogi. Any pierogi and a poison soup. Do I even have poison soup? I think I may need to make the poison soup first. Which I believe we can make. It's not like a super hard thing to make. Okay, so I think to make the poison soup, let's do that recipe real quick. The poison soup is rotten meat and any soup. So we have a bunch of hearty soups. Even though they're really good, it's like the only thing I have. So hearty soup, and I have a rotten meat. So this should make me a poison soup. And then the poison soup mixed with... Let's see, where is it? Any pierogi. Well, I have a regular pierogi, don't I? I thought I did. Did I eat the pierogi? Really? I don't remember eating the pierogi. Alright, well, whatever. Energy shot and defense. Oh, God, but the plum pierogi is so good. Can I just make a regular pierogi real quick? It's a hand roll, any oil, any egg. Do I even have a hand roll? This is the problem, like... I have a spider roll, leadership roll. Don't actually have a hand roll. Okay, hold on. So it's plant leaf plus what? Any meat makes me a hand roll. And then any oil, any egg. Hand roll. Egg. And oil. Makes me a pierogi. So then we're going to grab the regular pierogi, and we're going to mix that with the poison soup. And that gives me Zuna's pierogi. Energy shot plus 3 for 45 seconds and poisoned. I don't know if I would ever use that, but that's certainly interesting. Let's see. Next one up on the list, magic soup. Hearty soup and healing poultice. Okay, I can't make this one yet. I still have one hearty soup, but we need 2 healing poultices. Do I even have, like, regular poultices? I do not. Well, I mean, I can get a bunch of plant leaves. Well, I don't know if I'm going to need plant leaves for anything else. I guess we'll just leave that alone for now. Let me mark all the ones that I have gotten so far. So it's everything but Vera's cure-all. Okay. No, wait. No. I haven't gotten the magic soup yet. Aha. Okay. And then apparently you can't get a sea loaf recipe. That's weird. I thought it would appear in your recipes, but I guess it doesn't. Cold soup. And this is any soup plus an ice cube. So, veggie soup. Ice chunk. This should get me cold soup. Cold soup apparently does nothing. Interesting. Vera sea crisp. Buttery sea leaf, small bone, and a plant leaf. Oh, I need to make another buttery sea loaf. Ugh. Alright, whatever. So, buttery sea loaf, small bone, and a plant leaf. This makes me Vera sea crisp. Defense plus 2 for 15 seconds. Not bad. Okay. And then there is a way to make a poison loaf using anything and poison soup. So I need to make another poison soup. That means, well, we can take cold soup. Oh, and rotten meat. This will make me a poison soup. And then if I take that poison soup and like anything else that's not used, so I guess we'll use like a rubbery meat. This should give me poison loaf. Okay. And looking at the recipes, this is a lot of them at this point. I'm only missing 2. So I should only have 2 spots left on the last page. Oh, page 13 out of 13 has 4 spots missing. Uh-oh. Okay, so I need to get healing poultices. And for healing poultices, I need... I need to make 2 healing poultices, 2 buttery loaves. Or 1 buttery loaf. So where's the healing poultice? That's leaf poultices and jelly oil. I specifically need jelly oil. But I also need to make some buttery loaves. So we need to make some sea loaves real quick. I'll just use my spicy meat. This should make me sea loaf. And then fish oil. And the sea loaf will make me a buttery sea loaf. And then once we get that healing poultice, we can combine that. Okay, so that's all of that. Where can I get jellyfish? I know there's an area where we can straight up find specifically jellyfish. I don't remember, but real quick, I'm gonna travel north, I think. Oh, that was a red berry. I don't need it, to be honest. We're gonna try and get some stuff going up here. I believe that there's a couple of areas where we can get jellyfish. But yeah, we've almost got all the recipes. We're only missing 2 as far as the list I'm going off of says. If there are others that are not on this list, which it almost seems like there's 2 more, I legitimately don't actually know where to find them or how to make them. I thought the sea loaf was going to appear on the list because I know I've made them before, but I guess not. Maybe there's jellyfish in there. No, there's not. Jellyfish, I guess, are only in open waters, aren't they? Alright, well, in any case, I'm gonna go do a couple of other things, and we'll come back once I have the correct things I need, I suppose. Oh, wait, no, there's jellyfish here. Give me jelly oil. Yes, 1. Come on. Is that 2? No, dang it. Well, real quick, we can make 1 of them. So there's a jelly oil and healing poultice, so that'll make me healing. And then we take a healing poultice, buttery sea loaf, and I believe a small bone, right? Right? Healing poultice, buttery sea loaf, small bone. Yes. So this should give me Vera's cure-all. And the only thing left is the magic soup, which is hot soup and healing poultice, I believe. Right? Where's the magic soup on this list? Magic soup, hearty soup, and healing poultice. Okay. So very, very close to getting that. Aha! Got it. Okay. So now we can complete it, and hopefully this is the last thing we need. So I go over to... where is it? Jelly oil. Oh no, I need to make myself the plant stuff first. So take 2 of these. Make ourselves that. Poultice. That. Got a healing poultice. And then with the healing poultice and a hearty soup, we should get magic soup. And there it is, Super Chef, all of the recipes in the game. Just so you can take a look at all of them from page 1. Here we go. It's weird the order that they put them in. I don't think they're in the right order. At least they're not in the same order as what I found online. But there you go. Every recipe in the game. Interestingly enough, sea loaf is not one of the recipes that is normally listed. So, yeah. Weird. It also doesn't fill up all the pages all the way. It really bothers me, actually. The interesting thing is, I don't know if you need to get, like, all the variants. Like, for instance, Poison Loaf, there's, like, 2 different ways you can make it, for instance, right? So you have Poison Loaf here and Poison Loaf here. There's also 2 different ways of making... Oh, no, there's a 3rd Poison Loaf, right? And then there's 2 different ways of making that veggie soup, right? Because you have the hot soup and any bulb and hot soup and plant leaf. I don't know if you need to get both of them. That's an interesting little thing that they have in there. But that's it. Every recipe in the game. So the rest of this episode is going to be more of a clip show, and I'll do post commentary on it, because I'm not entirely sure how to properly give commentary, especially because, like, I'm going to be going around and getting all of the different, I'm going to be going around and getting all the different, treasures and stuff that we've missed, any costumes I'm missing, and we are missing quite a few, by the way. Like, we've got all of the pets, sure, that's easy enough, but we are missing some treasures in here. Not too many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're missing 11 treasures, but I do need those, I believe, for an achievement, so I need to do that. I need to make sure I have the right ingredients to make things that make us go fast, so probably just a lot of hot soups that I need to make, which are actually fairly easy to create. But if I could just stack a whole bunch of hot soups, that helps a lot. Ow. Mean shrimp. Yeah. I don't know why I'm still talking. I should just do it. So maybe I'll come back for, like, the Arnassi race. I'll do some live commentary, because I'm gonna need to actually try multiple times at that. But everything else in the game is just sort of like, go to X location and do it. And there's not much else related to it. Anyways, yeah, I guess I'll see you guys when we get the next treasure or the next achievement. So this little guy actually is the coward. You get an achievement for killing him. He's very, very fast and frequently goes off screen, but if you're quick enough, you can kill him or use something that shoots off screen like I did here. Alright, so I lied about that being the only part that I'm gonna have live commentary for. There's a bunch of stuff in the Vale, actually, that I can do that would benefit from live commentary. So first things first, I believe I was told I can get up to the... I can get up here if I've got stuff that makes my speed go up. I could take a royal soup. Well, but I need to save royal soup, so I could take magic soup. Why don't I just make regular soup? That might be easier overall. Because I did get oil. I have fish oil. I have fish meat. I could just make some hot soup. There we go. Hot soup. Perfect. So this will bring my speed up. And apparently... yeah, that'll work. Just gotta aim it right. Ooh, got it. Okay, so what's up here? There's gotta be something up here. Whoa. I mean, there's a plant bulb and it looks different than most. Oh, there's supposed to be a cake up here, I see. Is this the legendary cake? Or the tasty cake? That's tasty cake. Okay, so I could have gotten the tasty cake here. Not a big deal that I missed it first time around. I am very curious. Can I do this? Oh, okay, that's not an outlet. Well, cool. Finally found that little tier cave thing. I don't think that it is possible to go up the side of the like mountain there, that's just not a thing you can do. There's 2 more achievements that we can get in the Vale real quick, so let's do that. So if I switch to nature form, there we go. You could fling a monkey off into the water with that thing. Sorry, monkey. Oh god, it like drowned. That's actually kind of horrific. And then the other thing we need is actually on the other side of the Vale, so I'm gonna go there real quick. And actually, I could have gotten this at one point because we were like in the prime position and everything. But I just didn't think of doing it. I was too preoccupied with trying to get to the right spot. Essentially, it's jumping off into the water from the area where we found the rook egg. And unfortunately, I just didn't do it in that specific spot because I didn't realize that would be an achievement. But after looking through the achievement list, I realize now, like, oh, I should have jumped. It's not a big deal, because frankly, we'll go and do that now anyway. I should really be using dual form more than I'm using this form. Or at the very least, beast form, because it lets me go quicker. I'm happy that all this stuff is fairly easy to check and everything. And after this, it's just going to be going through the list of treasures that I've got to get. And I thought this episode would not be very long, but I'm actually pleasantly happy about how much time I'm taking with all this. Not that I want to waste your time, but like, I'm happy that there's actual content here and I can actually talk about stuff. I was worried this episode was going to be like, you know, just a couple of minutes long or something. And not really worth it. But it does seem like that's not the case. And then after we're done the cleanup episode, we will basically end up... Oops. We will go in and do the last boss, essentially. So we can wall jump our way up here. And we need to go all the way up to the top. So not just the midpoint here. Keep going. Okay. We're just gonna kill the rook again, I guess. Get another rook egg. Ooh. And there we go, high dive. Just need to jump off of that place and land in the water. I was trying to get into that secondary cave, which you can actually get into. And there's just another rook there, so it's not like anything crazy. But yeah, I wanted to do that. At this point, I think we're only missing like 2 achievements. What have we got? No, just 1. Beat the Arnassi race, and then we're 100% done with the achievements in the game, and then we go for the last boss. The treasures actually don't give you an achievement, but I'm still gonna get them all. So yeah, let's go after those next. So the first treasure that I'm missing is actually in the Sun Temple. You have to go into the tube that these creepy crawl things come out of, which is... I didn't even realize that you could do that, but it is an area up here, so if you go through there, be careful with the crabs and the, you know, things that crawl out. There is a gear in here which we can pick up, and that's the first one that we're missing in this area. Careful, because you can get stuck in that cutscene and shot, which is really kind of annoying. And you can come out the other side of this. The next treasure is actually also in the Sun Temple. It is near the room where you get the blue crystal. Right before that passageway all the way up, there's this little dark spot on the wall. You probably just saw me pass it there, where I'm like, wait a minute. See that little dark spot? You can go through it. You can use sun form to like get a little bit better of a view, but there is a key in here, and that key is our next treasure. Yeah, so that passageway right before where the blue crystal originally was before we dropped the water level. The next treasure that we get is actually in the Vale on the east side of it. So if you just go all the way down to the bottom right corner, past all the crabs, we actually passed this treasure coming up into the Vale, believe it or not, because it's very, very much blended into the background. It is the gold starfish in the middle of these three that is actually a treasure, which really doesn't seem like a treasure, but it is. For the next treasure, we actually will be going all the way back to the first area of the game, the Verse Cave. There is this little side passage, and I think I even mentioned this, like, oh, it's just a dead end, but if you go all the way down here, there is a rock, and if you bind this rock up, there's this green big seed thing here, and that is our treasure. It's actually technically the first treasure in the game, but we just totally missed it. Sorry, Verse Cave, not Song Cave. The next treasure that we're going to be going for is in the Song Cave. So this is all the way at the bottom of Home Waters. If you go into the cave to the left of the save crystal, there is this huge anemone that you can actually go past if you are in nature form. Now, you see me here fail because I thought, like, oh, is there like a current or something behind it? No. You just have to stay in nature form and just continue going up. You will have to boost your way up past this little, like, weird current part, but you can actually do it. And if you're like me, don't actually throw a seed up into this passageway, because it means that you will get yourself stuck. So you will just have to wait for these big things to get out of your way in order to get past them and pick up the anemone seed, which is our next one. Jeez, I just can't say that word, can I? Okay, so after we get this one, we are going to head west of this Song Cave. If you go out of it and through Home Waters directly west, you come across this area that we actually saw before. You have to unbind a rock in order to get here, and there's a little place that you can activate with energy form. So we could have gotten this way, way back when. And if you go in here, it brings you back into the temple itself, into the energy temple. See, on the other side of that, we even spoke about it as like, oh, that's definitely a place that we can go later. So if you go all the way up this passage and just go past the fish, they're really not that harmful. You can find the crocite armor here, and it's just waiting for you. This is probably the easiest one on our list to get, and probably one of the first ones you can get, which is kind of fun. Yeah. Okay, now I don't even remember what the next one is on the list. I think this one is going to take us into the Kelp Forest. Yes, okay. So the area with the ancient turtle, you want to go down through the current here, and then continue down. It took me a second because I'm like looking up on my list of where I'm going. You go down. Once you reach the big kelp, go left, and there's this little area where everything darkens here. You want to clear out this area because the entrance is actually underneath the guy that I'm about to activate right now. I think it's underneath of the guy who like pops out at you and attacks you. I got very confused for a second here because I'm like, wait, did I pass it? Where is it? But it's in this area where everything gets darkened up. Under this guy, right? So you definitely want to take out everything in this area first. So I, of course, switch to dual form in a second here and just lay waste to everything. Interestingly enough, Naja Scream cannot kill these guys. You have to legitimately shoot them with your dual form in order to take them out. So there you go. At least it's only 2 shots, so pretty easy. But once you take him out, you are able to go under him where there's a little secret passage. And this leads you to a brand new area, which is long and winding, and I don't even actually know if it shows up on the map. I didn't actually check, but I don't think that it technically does. It might show up on their mini-map if you switch to sun form, but I don't think it shows up on the main map. But in any case, at the end of this long winding cave, you come across a grove of walkers. Yeah, these guys. Remember the one that we saw like just in the middle of nowhere? So yeah, there's a bunch of walkers here. And if you keep going all the way to the end of this cave, oh yeah, there's a song plant here too. I forgot about that. Wasn't that nice? One of the rolls or something. I don't know exactly what we pick up there. But if we go all the way over here, you need spirit form, and you can just spirit up past the walker here. Get to the other side, and you pick up the baby walker that's just laying here. Yeah, so we're just stealing a baby straight up. That's pretty terrible of us, actually. It's probably the worst one, and then you just spirit your way back across. It's pretty weird. The next one is actually probably the hardest one to get. It is in the body during the gauntlet section, where these things are like shooting the fireballs and spirals at you. It's actually really hard to go backwards through this area, because I don't think it was really designed to do that, based on like where it gives you scream power-ups and all of that. In any case, right next to the last one, before the little break, before the bend, there is an area which you can actually see on your map. There is an area right here through the spikes, which will get you to a place where you can get the mutant armor. So again, this is in the body, in the gauntlet section, midway through the area with the spiraling fireball enemies. Yeah. And again, it's very difficult to actually go backwards to this area. The next one is in the Mytholous Ruins, which I actually saw way back when and just never picked up. If you go all the way up to the top left room here, right as you enter, there's a banner which you can just pick up. And I thought it was part of the background, so I just never got it. Whoops. The next few are actually more difficult to get to and are further out. I believe the next one is in the bone passageway that we saw before. This is in the bottom left section of Open Waters. You need spirit form. Remember, we saw this crown and I was like, ooh, that's probably a treasure. So you spirit form your way through the steam and grab it. It's actually not the crown, but the entirety of the skull. So, yeah. It's a thing all to itself. So yeah, we pick that up and then just spirit form your way back out to the left here. Or I guess you could go to the right. It doesn't matter. The last one that we need to get is actually in the Sunken City area, in the Ghost area. It's the place that we called out before with the steam. You just need to spirit form your way past it and go through the tube, and there is a blue crystal on the other side of the tube, at which point you can get the bikini, or the girl's costume that is on the bed, but it's really just a bikini. I guess it's here for like weird fan service that I read online, but like, to be perfectly honest, every outfit has a bikini on, I'm pretty sure, so I don't really know what's more fan servicey. Last thing, I did manage to do the race. I fiddled around with all of those spirit things and tried a bunch of different things. This is what really worked in the end. I made an extra royal soup, so you need 2 royal soups, and you need to be in fish form for this. Don't bother with any of the spirit form, like those crystals there. Don't bother trying to use spirit form to get ahead. It honestly takes more time to switch into spirit form, do the thing, and then transform back into fish form. You can get stuck in a couple places, as you see, and still manage to do this. The real thing that you need here is the royal soup. You cannot do this without 2 royal soups, I don't think. I guess the idea behind the crystals here is that you can use spirit form because it does pause the timer when you enter into spirit form, so you can like get ahead by a tiny little bit, but they're just in such weird places that it's not worth doing it. I just stay in fish form the entire time and just constantly mash the dash button while using the royal soup, and you will go extremely fast in fish form, which is the fastest form. And you can see I almost don't get it there at the very end, but I get it, 56 seconds, and we're done with the race and the last achievement. Okay, so at this point we have gotten every treasure and done the race, so let's check everything out in here. Oh, so the golden starfish just stays at the very beginning. I'm going to go through all of the costumes that we got first, I guess. So we've got Crotite armor. Oops. I have to double click it in order to wear it. So it just makes you look cool. It doesn't actually give you any benefits. But it does look pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. I guess because it's one of the first ones you can get. Next up, we haven't actually worn the crab armor before, so I guess I'll show it off. Or maybe I did put it on. I don't know what exactly it does, but there you go. Crab armor. What's the next thing? I think that's it there. We already know what the urchin costume does, but why not? I'll put it on. So it hurts things when you get near them. There's the girl's costume, which I think is just a bikini. Does nothing, but I guess just puts her in a bikini. All right. The mutant costume, which turns you into one of them. Doesn't give you any other benefits, I don't think. But actually, well, let me check real quick. Because I believe that this one does give you something, possibly. Ah, okay. Yeah, this does nothing, but the crab armor does give you a boost in defense. One that we didn't actually put on is the Arnassi armor, which you would think gives you faster move speed in general, but it doesn't. It only gives you faster move speed when you're on a seahorse, so that's not as interesting, I think. And then we already know what the jellyfish does. Oh, I think that's like pretty much all of them. Mythologis, which we wore at the beginning, which is just makes you look like a princess, I guess. And then the jellyfish, which I think I'm going to keep on because that clutch healing is nice. And it's nice having like the little cape. Anyways, let's see what it did to our place. So we've got anemones growing, which will hurt you if you run into them. Stonehead randomly here. Little bulb thing rising. Here's the turtle egg, which makes turtles appear over here. The Mytholin thing comes over here, which apparently you can destroy. Oh, it gives you a bunch of fish inside of it. That's cool. That's actually really cool, so you can come back and get fish anytime you want. I'm going to save real quick, just because it's been a while. Yeah, last time I saved was in the Abyss, so yep. Let's see what else we've got going on here. Really? Seriously? There we go. So we've got that. We've got the banner up. We have the tooth just randomly hanging out. That statue. The chest. Let's see what's over here. Not too much, I believe. Okay, I guess we could go down. So we've got our two treasures here next to the next to them. We've got our statue here. So there's like little treasure spots for them essentially. That's kind of cool. All right. And then I believe that, oh, I guess that one, the helmet just hangs out here. Does she comment on it or something? Nope. I think it's supposed to be interactable, but it's weirdly not. I believe that, yep, the light appears here and the doll appears like by her bed. Let's see what else we've got as we go down. Actually, let's check out the nature area first. So we already know that the seed bag makes these things sprout. Anything else down here that we've got? Oh yeah, there's a full-size walker here, and the pearl makes a clam appear, which I think is supposed to be able to be used as a bed, but it doesn't work right. Like it's glitched. The full-size walker for taking the walker baby. And then those bouncy things, which I'm still not entirely sure what they're meant to do. Yeah. And then we can check out lower area down here. Oh, goodness. I can't see anything. Who designed this? Horrible. Once you got the gear in here, it makes fish appear, and this makes some of the fish appear as well. I think the gear just makes these gears spin and turn, and the key makes those fish appear. If we keep going down... Oh, God. I don't know who designed this. And then these two make like glowing plants and jellyfish appear. And that's it. Just, most of them are cosmetic. A couple of them are really useful for if you come back to home waters and you want to make some quick recipes, like the fish and the fish and the plants, for instance. But yeah, anyways. Thank you all for watching. Next time we'll finish out this game. It's been a blast so far. So yeah, I'll see you all then. Bye-bye.